if you want to get placements in 2023, if you want to make more records in 2023, if you want to be more impactful with your art in whatever capacity in 2023, the fact is you're going to have to put in the work. What's up? My name is Craig Smith. I am an artist turned philosopher dad. My mission these days is to use what's in my head, what's in my heart, to encourage everybody to get on the ball, to go forward, to move into this new world that we're a part of, this new world that we're creating. It seems like every other day I'm looking up and I'm like, yo, we're in the future now. Anyway, so in 2023, if you're looking to be more impactful with your art, if you're looking to make more money, if you want to create a body of work, there are two different things that need to be focused on under this umbrella of just putting in the work. Putting in the work is simple. You know, you just do the reps. Come up with a strategy and follow it. Trust yourself to not just stick to the plan, but also tweak and manipulate the plan to suit your most relevant needs and go into the future that you're trying to create with your art by designing your world so that it's easy to take the next step, right? So the first one is basically just make more of whatever you make. Make more songs. From me, make more videos. Make more. Just keep creating more stuff, even if you don't put it out. Like a lot of times just the practice of turning on the camera for me is useful because then I hit record and I might not come up with anything, but what I know is that this neural pathway has been created that if I set up the camera is nothing. I mean, I could set up a camera and a light and really like all I'm working with right now is just a camera and a light. This is the bare minimum of activity, but it produces a sense of action in me. And then if I take this footage and put it into the software and start cutting, what that does, I do that time and time again. Not only do my content numbers go up as far as what I make, but also my quality goes up because now I'm looking at the environment and I'm looking at the process of what I'm doing. I'm like, this is how I can make it better. Oh, it will be just a little bit easier if I did it this way. All of those things matter, but you don't really figure that out until you are actually putting in the work, doing more of what it is. For music specifically, because I know I cater to a lot of people who make music and want to create music for film and TV like I did for so many years, your skills will increase, your quality will increase, but also you'll develop a style, a sound. I guess this is the same for content, for whatever. Like you don't really develop a style until, or know which styles you can create until you actually put in the work. Like Pablo Picasso was an amazing technical artist. You know, we see like these distorted faces that he painted and whatnot, but behind the scenes, like, or not even behind the scenes, for many, many years preceding some of his most famous abstract art, you see him doing classical works. The second thing is vulnerability. Oh my God, like is Brene Brown in the room? Vulnerability is so crucial in the creative process, but also if you want to dominate, if you're just looking to increase your activity, if you're wanting to make more money with your art, vulnerability can definitely serve as like a fuel for your art, a fuel for everything that you put out. And there are ways to harness that and make it more streamlined when you are creating things so that you don't necessarily need all the inspiration in the world to get started. Your vulnerability has already been, you know, established so that you can pull from that instead of like, what am I going to write about today? What am I going to draw today? You know, like, but vulnerability, you only get there because vulnerability comes as a part of a process. The first part of that process is to know yourself. You know, like this is the other work. Like this is the work that doesn't seem like it has a direct return on investment, but it's so crucial and important to become vulnerable. And you only do that as you begin the process of knowing yourself, which is a never-ending process. That is the only way you know what's real for you, what's true for you, what's honest for you. And art is an expression of honesty, of honest experience and emotion, honest lies at some times. You know, that's beautiful, honest lies. Anyway, the second part of vulnerability is that as you are creating from this place of vulnerability, as you are ideating from this place of vulnerability, you can also resonate better. You can resonate deeper. You can actually begin to see people's eyes light up when they engage with your product or with your work, because they know that you've thought about what's true in this scenario. Even if it's something like Apple creating the packaging for the iPhone, when you open it, they already have taken into account your experience, and they can only do that as they're vulnerable enough to concede that that matters, and that matters to a bunch of people, including them. Vulnerability is hard for me at times, because sometimes it's like, well, I'm delivering, but am I delivering from a place that is true? And that's how I know that I'm going to like something for a long time or I'm not. The shit that I do that I feel like is genius is always something that's like, man, I had to dig deep to find that. It's something that you have to build scaffolding for. Like, I kind of look at vulnerability in art and honesty in art as mining. So you don't just dig a hole and find yourself. You don't just like push a tube into the earth of yourself and find you in there. No, this is an excavation process. You need the scaffolding, and you need the teams, the support that can relieve people as it gets tiring and exhausting, because we are complicated, made of so many different soils and so many different attempts to fertilize, and buried personalities and buried cities that make up our lifetime, and all of the lifetimes that have encouraged, influenced, or detracted from our own. Like, we are an excavation project when it comes to creativity. So this is something that might require therapy. This is something that might require community. This is something that might require solitude. And this is the way through. This is the way past the point of being uninspired. This is the way past the point of writer's block, whatever the fuck that is. Once you are able to get over the idea that you're supposed to be 100% motivated, inspired, and have it all together, you can actually begin to go deeper and deeper into yourself, so that when you get to trauma that you want to write about, or you get to the things that hurt in your core that you want to write about, you've already built the support structure so that you can just pull it out of the earth, examine it, know that it's real, trust that you've already developed for yourself a way to that place and a way out of it through your art or through your expression in whatever way, that it becomes more attainable, that you can create over and over again from that place. And once you do that, then you're open to deliver the product. And so this is the hard part about doing this for me, is that I don't want to sound like I'm downing any other process, you know, because this isn't the only process. You know, there are some people that don't want to be vulnerable. They want to make something that just slap, like whatever. But I'm talking about like making the shit that slaps and making the shit that's crucial to you. Like the type of artist that I've molded, that I've become, this motherfucker, like I can do anything because I've put in the work to know that I can do anything, which I don't know if that's a bar or what, but like there's a lot of healing involved. But it's the healing process that informs the creativity, not being 100% healed and whole. It's the humbling process that allows you to jump on YouTube and to spend hours trying to figure out how to become better, that keeps you in a place where you're not secure, thinking that nobody can ever take your spot or whatever. And I think honestly, like in 2023, the focus needs to be on abundance. Like you've got so much that you can do. You've got so much that you can say and inspire in the world. And it's not really time to try to play keep away from niggas. Like it's all up for grabs. It's all for the taking. Our attention is not slowing down. There's so many people looking for belonging and looking for community. And a great way to start building community, actually one of the proven ways to start building community, is attaching yourself to culture first. And you create culture through art. You create culture through story. And that's what I want to inspire in people. So in 2023, do the work, and do the work to become more vulnerable, because then you'll start to see greater returns and deeper returns than you ever imagined. I'm building a community of creatives. I'm debating on whether or not to put it on in a Facebook group or a Discord. There's something else called Circle. If you're interested in continuing this conversation around creativity, if this is something that matters to you, I want you to leave me a comment and let me know which community people are leaning toward, like which platform people lean toward, because I really do feel like we can start having conversations about what it means for us to be creators in this new society that's being formed as we leave behind old things and embrace the new automated machine learning, like all of the new shit that's coming out. Like we've got to be different, not as creators, but as society. And we only impact that with our creativity, with our creation. So let me know which platform works best. Hit me up. I am on Instagram at I am Craig Smith. I am on Facebook at I am Craig Smith, and Craig Smith XYZ on Twitter at I am Craig Smith. You can hit me up. Let me know what you think, and happy New Year.